Space, humanity's last horizon. These are the records and expeditions of the Federation starship Lovelace. Assigned an ongoing galactic charter, the intrepid crew of the Lovelace explores the excitement of strange new worlds, encounters new life forms and new civilizations, and ultimately seeks to boldly go where no one has gone before.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Star Trek Adventures Loveless. Hello, hi, and welcome. My name is Nicotine. I'm one of the people here behind Fable Scraps. If you're new to the stream, welcome. We do this show every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific. That's 6 p.m. Eastern here at twitch.tv/FableScraps. You can catch our VODs here on Twitch or on YouTube. And you can catch our podcast on Spotify and Stitcher. Be sure to see us on Discord and social media like Twitter for going live notifications and to hang out with other TTRPG like-minded folks. With that in mind, Star Trek Adventures Loveless operates on a system of points known as threat and momentum. Threat points are a pool of points that I, the DM, may use in order to send complications towards the crew. The crew may use momentum points to make rerolls, gain information about a certain scene, etc. The benefit of watching our show live here on Twitch is that our live Twitch audience has the ability to affect the show in meaningful ways by introducing a system of currency and exchange for these points. You can learn more with !coin in chat. By like-minded folks, she means nerds. That's right, Amy. We're gonna go around, give everybody an introduction. When we do, let's make sure to spam their corresponding number in chat to let me know that their volume sounds good. If their volume doesn't sound good, let me know why and how we can fix it. We're gonna start with Captain Lockstead, Fist of the Walrus. If Fist sounds good, let's see some ones in chat. Hello, Fist. Awesome. Thank you, Fist. Fist sounds good. Let's see some ones. Next up, we have Lock the Raven. Oh, seems that Fist is muted and everyone is muted. Okay, one moment. Well, you guys can hear me. Let's take a look here. Sorry, everyone. We've had some technical difficulties today. Comm links have been re-established. Fist, can you say a few words for us?
Hello. I hope everybody can hear me now. Ones in the chat if you can hear me. Yes. I see ones. Yes. Again, I'm Fist of the Walrus. We'll be playing Captain Eugene Lockstead today. Looking forward to it. And you can catch me over at Twitch and Twitter at Fist of the Walrus.
Perfect. Thank you, Fist. Seen a lot of ones in chat. Perfect. Let's move on to Locked Raven playing Commander Herrick. If Lock sounds good, let's see some twos.
Normally I only do one take, but I am Lock the Raven. I do play Commander Herrick. And a variety streamer on Twitch. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Lock the Raven, spelled like it sounds.
Awesome. Thank you, Lock. Next up is... it seems like Aaron Black might have some technical difficulties. of his own, so
We phasered him.
he's been phasered. We'll circle
Aaron
back
has
to
been liquidated.
Lieutenant Commander Belmont. Lieutenant Ram, played by Enovan.
Hello there, I'm Enovan, a streamer here on Twitch. Typically you can find me playing roleplay games and some variety games as well. You can find me at twitch.tv/Enovan, that's ENEVUN.
Perfect. Well, we bring you now to the 24th episode of Star Trek Adventures Loveless. Captain Lockstead, take it away.
Captain's log, stardate 44727.4. Today, the ship's computer aboard the Lovelace is undergoing necessary maintenance and updates. This happens once a month on Patch Tuesday. Since most of the systems are offline, the bridge crew and myself are taking a little time for some recreation and team building in Holodeck 2.
The year is 1945. The location, the city of San Francisco, specifically on Folsom and Dory, an area of town not quite as fancy or sought after, but one that had an office that was cheap enough for the detective agency of Hunter Van Ketchum. Captain Lockstead, you are playing the role in this holodeck adventure of Hunter Van Ketchum, a down-on-his-luck private investigator who's yet to get a case this month. The bills are piling up. But you sit in your office admiring the realism and the ambiance of 1930 San Francisco. Commander Herrick, you are here as well. You've noticed by now that your ears are significantly larger than they were. And you know that this character is known as Arthur Ace. The assistant and second in command here at the Hunter Van Ketchum Detective Agency. Lieutenant Ram, you will be playing the role of the up-and-coming new fresh face just out of the academy, private investigator known as Rico Bustamante. You have a Hawaiian shirt on, and you are fresh out of the private investigator school for sleuthing here at the agency. The gang sits around a desk and just kind of admires the intricacy of this holo program. It is your first time in this holo program, crew, but you know of these stories and you've maybe read them before.
Everything's mahogany and leather here. You can get used to this. Wow. It's like we're really in the books. Isn't this great? Even Mike, well, haven't made a wardrobe change, but shouldn't matter.
Commander Herrick, you are uncharacteristically interested in this particular holo program. As a character, as your character is primarily motivated by pursuits of logic, mysteries hold a very special place in your heart. The rest of the crew might be a little surprised at how into this role you have gotten.
You want me to do the voice, don't you?
Yeah, I want you to do the voice.
Yeah, you do. Okay. Yeah, that thing when my brain forgets stuff. Forgot what Captain Lockstead just said he was doing.
Looking at the mahogany.
So much of it.
Captain Lockstead is just brushing the sides of his desk, go back and forth, and kind of just admiring the fact that it feels like real wood, even though it's a holo program.
Herrick's, looking through like files, but right now he's just sort of quietly watching the captain rub himself on everything.
Oh, how I've missed the feel of wood. You know, I should really get some wood installed into my ready room. Leather, wood, specifically mahogany is very good. Solid stuff. Well, not this one in particular. It's like there's something in here. Woo! Dirty photographs. And someone's wife.
Captain, are you having an episode?
I'm just a little giddy. I'm so excited for this. I've been waiting to do a hologram simulation like this.
In strides, the character known to the rest of the crew as Jimmy Dazzler, brand new recruit from the academy, and absolutely committed to the brand new agency. Although your character did expect something a little fancier. You just really like 1930s San Francisco Belmont, so you're all decked out in the appropriate apparel, and you're here to have fun. This is Ren Fair for you.
How do I look?
I mean, wow, you fit right in. Wow.
Whoa. I mean, that's the
Look
goal.
at us.
Who
would have thought?
That is the goal. It's just maybe we could wear this around the ship a little more often.
Absolutely not.
Oh.
It's not Starfleet regulation. We're not allowed to do that.
Right.
So no.
I mean off hours.
Nope. Okay, maybe. I don't think there's anything
There's a
against
buzzing
that.
sound on your desk, Captain. There's a buzzing sound.
I hit it with my shoe.
There's a buzzing sound on your desk.
I hit it with my shoe.
It explodes. You take 1 point of stress. And there's now a knock at the door. The frosted panes of your entrance to your agency open to reveal a large Klingon female in typical 1940s garb. She looks at you, Captain Lockstead, and just says,
Mr. Hunter.
Yes.
Have you destroyed the intercom system again, Mr. Hunter?
I'm sorry. I thought it was a fly.
I will requisition us a new one. I feel compelled to remind you today is payday. I intend to have my nails done and my hair done with the rest of the girls.
Well, of course. And we'll certainly have those paychecks. Just a little mix-up over at the paycheck factory. We'll get that out. Just lickety-split. You and the gals will be able to gussy up. There'll be no problem.
the Klingon female, who Belmont, you know to be named Becky with an IE, is nonplussed. She sighs, turns on her heels, and closes the door behind her.
Ooh, that was a close one, fellas. Look, we don't have any money. And by not any money, I mean we are currently in debt because we haven't had a case. We haven't had a case. The only cases that we have are these cases of Moxie that somebody keeps buying, and now we have this pile of bills for Moxie. Who's drinking all of this Moxie?
Eric is going to exchange a look with Belmont and then just...
Well, you have to get into it. Come on.
You're
It's
right.
fun.
Yeah, boss, I don't know. I don't know. I like the taste. I think it's pretty good. Also, do you ever see the gams? It's gams, right? The gams on woo! We can do that here, right?
Yes, the gams, see?
Did you say grams? Like telegrams? Grandma? Candygram?
No, it's
Gams?
like
What?
the lower. It's fine.
Are you inspecting her mouth? Like, are you a dentist?
Captain Lockstead's having a stroke and no one knows it.
Oh, I'm not.
There's a banging sound outside as if a door was slammed or opened quite forcefully. You hear muffled voices, intense from beyond the door, and then the Klingon female's muffled voice.
He's in there.
The door bursts open to reveal the landlord, Alec Horn, and his 2 goons. They each have guns drawn. And Alec Horn stands with his arms crossed and walks slowly into the room, kind of admiring everything his goons in tow. You know why I'm here.
I understand. But look, you gotta give me some time. Things have not been working out here. It's been so dry.
I don't
Lately?
like getting out of the office. I don't like walking down the streets. I don't like climbing stairs.
Now I understand. Look, I don't want to have to make you come down here because I haven't paid you. But look, I haven't had a case, well, besides the Moxie, in weeks.
He's gonna snap his fingers, and his goons are just gonna start walking around the office, trashing things, knocking things over, pushing chairs over, breaking little bits and pieces of photo frames. And he's just gonna calmly look at you, Captain Lockstead, aka Detective Hunter Van Ketchum, and just say, Van Ketchum, if I gotta come down here and get the rent again from you, there's not gonna be any way you're gonna be able to get it to me. You see all these priceless things in here. I'm gonna do to your legs what my boys are doing to your office.
You can't do that. These are my swinging legs.
$50 by midnight tonight.
Oh boy.
He whistles,
Ooh.
and the goons follow him out. He closes the door behind him. Panes on the door crash, and you're left in a ransacked office.
Oh boy. Oh, they really made a mess of the place. Oh.
Yes, they really
This is
damaged all of
exciting.
the mahogany desk and the mahogany wardrobe and the mahogany chairs. See?
Don't forget the mahogany portraits, the mahogany mugs, the mahogany pens, the mahogany cleaner. Ah, boy. Ah, geez. Where are we going to come up with $50?
Well,
Herrick
maybe-
quietly writes down psych evaluation for Captain Lockstead on his notepad and then puts it back into the breast pocket of his suit.
You mean Arthur Ace writes it down?
No, Herrick definitely writes it down, but he stays in character and uses his pen and notepad.
And catch him. If we can't get a case that comes to us, we might have to actually go out on the street and see if we can find, we can sort of scare up something. I mean, I don't know. I'm actually a little concerned that nothing's walked through the door yet. But
At that very moment, the Klingon front desk woman appears at the doorway window, which is now broken, and simply says,
There is a woman here to see you, Mr. Hunter.
Oh, geez. If it's my ex-wife, this really will be the worst day of my life.
Shall I
Send
see
her
in?
on in.
Very well.
Yes, please.
looking good, Becky. All right.
Becky turns around with just her head turns all the way around, looks directly at you, Jimmy Dazzler, and just winks and struts away. Through the door appears a woman in black clothes, black dress, skin tight cocktail dress, black heels, fishnets. She has a black hat with a veil on it and a small black purse, like a clutch. She walks in, regards the room, and then looks up to you. And for the first time, you can kind of see her eyes. She peels back the veil. She's beautiful. You recognize this woman, Lieutenant Commander Belmont, as one of the leading characters of this Hollow story. The known socialite, Harper Bates. Are you the agency?
Why, yes, we are.
Is this a bad time? She's looking around at all the mess.
I can make any time just for you. What can I do for you?
Well, may I have a seat?
Of course. Please take a seat in this mahogany chair.
All right.
Maybe rest your feet up on this mahogany stool.
It's a lot of mahogany, yeah.
Yes,
Herrick
yes, it
will
is.
glance at Captain Lockstead and just give a little like,
Something in your throat?
worrying a little too much about all the mahogany, boss.
Ha! Why don't you take your mahogany chill pill and out of this mahogany pill case?
It's the wrong. No. It's the wrong era.
She's dusting the chair off with all the broken glass on it with like her handkerchief. She sits gingerly atop the mahogany chair and just regards the rest of you and says, well, it's kind of a long story. I woke up 2 nights ago and my husband was dead. Strangled in the night. Someone had strangled him in our bedroom.
Golly, that's awful to hear.
Well, it's not the strangest part. The strangest part was the night before he received a package.
What sort of package?
A box wrapped in paper with a string around it, about the size of a hat box or maybe a shoe box. He looked concerned and put it on the mantle and said he'd deal with it tomorrow.
Very interesting. Interesting indeed. So you're saying that the hat box strangled your husband?
Well, I guess I can't rule it out. Because when I woke up and my husband was dead, the box was gone.
Oh no.
Egad.
Oh,
Well, don't you worry. We'll get right on the case.
thank you, Detective. If you're
$50.
really as good as you say you are, then I shouldn't have anything to worry about.
Not a thing, ma'am. Please. Here, dry your tears with this mahogany tissue dispenser.
Oh, thank you. She takes the tissue. Oh, it's real mahogany.
This office was very expensive.
Yes,
We have a lot of bills.
I believe
We're just that professional, see? The more mahogany you have, the more professional you are.
Well,
That's
See?
right. Yeah.
I suppose. I'm not sure what your regular fee is, but I'm willing to pay you $1,000 if you can
well.
recover this package.
No, $50 is okay.
What?
No, $1,000 sounds just dandy.
Do you just want to?
Up front. 50 up front is what he meant.
Well, I'm afraid I don't have it on me. I don't carry that much money.
We can walk with you to the bank if you need.
That definitely sounds like we're going to kill her in an alley, Aaron.
She
Grab the
recoils.
mahogany club.
She recoils a little bit and just says, "No, I don't think that's a good idea."
Oh, well. I'm
Jimmy,
just trying
watch
to
your
help you out.
mouth.
Sorry
Alright,
about that.
Well,
I'm just trying to be helpful.
if you can recover the package and find the perpetrator who killed my husband, then I'll pay you $1,000.
Yes, we agree to that. That we will be able to do for you. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Can we get that in writing, please? I have a mahogany pen around here somewhere. We can just write up the contract just to make sure that's done, said and done deal.
All right. She takes the pen and
Excellent.
takes the contract and signs it without even reading it. Just, all right. Here you go.
Wow. Gonna check, read it at all? Just
No,
sign.
I
Nope.
trust you.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Take this, Rico.
So, Miss Bates, was it?
That's right.
Are there any?
Mrs. Bates.
Yeah, and my condolences. Are there any place for us to start? Any known associates? Any I don't know, strange people coming around? Any names?
Well, the only real thing I can think of was the package had a picture of it was more of a logo, really. It looked like a cat, like a black cat face on it. She gets up and strides towards the front of the room. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for helping me with this. I'll be back tomorrow to hopefully see where you're at.
Of course, miss. Consider this case solved as soon as we figure out who did it.
Okay. She walks out of the door, swaying her hips swaying as she tries to avoid all the broken glass. She makes it out the door, and you four are here with the mystery to solve.
So, I'm thinking it looks from her description like this. I think is where we should
I'd say
start.
that's quite close. That's what I was imagining.
Right.
Yes.
Arthur Ace, you know that there is a list of possible locations and hot spots in the city for crime in the desk.
Arthur Ace sometimes also forgets to unmute himself, so that also happens. Hey, boss, maybe you should check your little black book there. That might give us a clue.
Ooh, that's good.
Ah, yes. That's a good idea. I think I left it in one of these mahogany drawers. Ah, yes, this one. And as I open the mahogany drawer and slam it gingerly shut, I open my little black book. Inside of it, every known criminal in the city, and some laundry that I was supposed to do, and some groceries that I was supposed to pick up, and some appointments that I forgot, and I was supposed to be at a lunch date yesterday, and I completely forgot. I'm going to have to call her and apologize But I searched my little black book in search of the cat, who I thought was going to be Garfield, but no, it's not Garfield.
You open the book and find a list also of, in addition to all the other bullshit in that desk, you find a list of locations. The one that sticks out to you the most is a little club called the Cat Club.
Says here there's a place called the Cat Club. Might be a good place to start.
Jimmy Dazzler, aka Belmont, you know that the Cat Club is not 3 blocks from Folsom and Dory.
Oh, the Cat Club. Yeah, okay. I know that one quite well. You know, we can get there on foot if you like. It wouldn't be but a little stroll down the street.
Sounds like a plan. Maybe we can get some Meowmoses there as well. I heard they're pretty good.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
It's about 11 a.m. and I have not had any alcohol to drink yet, so we should probably go there anyways, just to wet our whistles.
Do we have any guns? Do we have like around?
You
the
can
office
check the
there?
office, yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'd be looking to see. I'm not sure if it was programmed in or not, so I'm looking for guns or a gun or something.
Absolutely. Belmont, you are searching around the office. You're crouching down, looking for boxes and drawers. Captain Lockstead, you're still searching the desk, and you happen across a small snub-nosed revolver. It has 3 bullets in it.
It's really snubby. It'll have to do.
That's a good one.
Really good for concealed carry.
Well, you should have a little holster there that you can goes on this.
You are
yes.
you are wearing a holster. It's right there. You can tuck it away on your chest.
There we go, my mahogany embroidered holster.
As you regard the rest of the office, is there anything you want to do before heading out?
No, I think that I would have my tools, and I'm ready to go, personally.
I would like to smoke 12 cigarettes and then I'll go.
God.
There are lots of cigarettes in your desk. Some of them in cases, some of them in boxes, some of them just loose. You find actually more cigarettes than just about anything else in that desk. It's basically like 50% cigarette by volume, your mahogany desk.
Yes, after I've smoked 12 cigarettes, I think I'll be ready to go.
Lieutenant Ram, is there anything you want to do before heading out?
Can't think of anything.
Okay. Arthur Ace.
You didn't even use Ram's character name.
Rico Bustamante.
Thank you.
Go.
Oh man.
Arthur Ace will be checking over his weapon.
Okay, yeah. Arthur Ace also has a snub-nosed revolver. It only has 2 bullets in it.
Oh, you know what? I think Dazzler is remembering stuff is going to go out to Becky.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I'm going to go out to her and be like, hey, Becky, I'm wondering if you can do me a favor. Do you still have that cute little number that you keep in your garter belt? You know, that little one?
I never leave home without it.
Do you think I could borrow it for a little bit?
Becky looks up and kind of looks around to see if anybody's watching. And she just leans in kind of close to you and goes,
Why don't you get it, big boy?
You know what? You're a doll, and I think trying to play to the character, Belmont's gonna go over.
Lieutenant Commander Belmont gets a tiny little teeny tiny gun. It has a single Derringer bullet in it.
This is perfect. Thank you. I'm going to lift up my pants leg and stick it into my
Put
sock.
it in his garter.
Put it in my car. Put it in my sock and put it back over. Be like, I think you and I are gonna have to, I don't know, maybe have some dinner sometime. What do you
It'll
think?
be extra useless down there.
As long as you're buying.
Oh, I'll be buying.
The crew, the agency, I suppose, makes their way out the main doors, down the street, and to the Cat Club. 2 doors down from Folsom and Dory, in this part of the city, there are many clubs frequented by lots of different types of people. You've noticed several Klingons, several Ferengi, but this club appears a little different. The doorman is a huge, probably the biggest you've ever seen, Cation. You can hear the music inside, and the Cation regards the agency with distrust.
You on the list?
No, we're not. But,
Can't get unless you're on the list.
well, how's about this is an exception for us not being on the list? Then Hunter will hand over a really beautifully carved mahogany pen.
I'm gonna need you to make me a roll. You're gonna make me a roll, Fist.
Grease in his palm.
Fist, you're gonna make me a roll.
Mahogany.
Can I get like
One of a kind.
like yes, one of a kind? Can I get a buff for
You're gonna
it being a mahogany one?
You're gonna make me a presence and command roll with a complication of 2 and a task roll of 2. No focus.
Presence, command, no focus, 2. Is that right?
That's right. Oh my god. Full success. The Cation regards the pen skeptically, but reaches out a pointed claw with his claws extended and just plucks it from your hand and brings it up to his giant bewhiskered face and just says,
This real mahogany.
You know it. It was very expensive, which is why we are in debt.
Look, buddy, I don't need your whole story.
the Cation brings his arms, puts the pen in a little pocket on his suit, and just kind of
Good. Just don't start any trouble.
opens up the jacket and shows that he's armed.
Don't worry. Not Trouble is our middle name.
You hear the Cation grumble behind you as the rest of the agency files in past the main line into the Cat Club, which appears to be rather popular tonight. You notice there's a live band. There are lots of people dancing, dressed up. You notice there are bar security in suits, pinstripe black suits. All the bar security appear to be large Cations, just like the doorman. Inside, there are large hanging cages with dancers in them. The dancers are all human, but they are wearing cat-themed apparel. And the patrons love it. You are now inside the Cat Club.
All right. There's some ducky shin crackers over here. You see that there, Enrico? And I'm like right next to Ram, and I'm like nudging him with my elbow.
Some what?
Ducky shit. They're like good. It doesn't matter. It's fine. I'm sorry.
Duckies?
No. Oh, never mind. What do you think about the place, huh?
I definitely think it's a fancy swing dick, you see?
Okay.
That's it. Now you got the hang of it. Just try to blend in the best you can. Don't look suspicious. We're here for a good time. Wink, wink, not really. We're trying to figure out who done it. We're trying to find some clues, so be on the lookout. Got it?
Oh, I got it.
Arthur Ace, what are you doing?
I'm having trouble hearing everyone right now, actually.
You're having trouble hearing everyone?
Yeah. Y'all hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Everyone seems to... Okay, 1 second.
Rico Bustamante, what are you doing?
Rico's just trying to fit in. Well, I should say more Ram is trying to fit in the best that he can with the simulation.
This is all pretty overwhelming for Lieutenant Ram, I'm sure.
He knows that everyone else is doing an accent, so he tried to mimic it the best he could.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
You see.
I love it.
A woman, a human woman, bounces up to you, Lieutenant Ram, and sort of dances in front of you and just says, "Hey, you want to dance?"
Oh, yes, I believe I have time for a
Just
quick
grabs
dance.
you and drags you into the crowd.
Back in the minute, Captain, Detective.
Good work. Good work. Already hard at work. Getting leads.
Captain Logstead, Detective Hunter Van Ketchum. You're enjoying the ambiance, but you're here for a reason.
All right. We need to see what's going on here. There's more than meets the eye. And could be a popular slogan for a toy one day. All right. Let's say we split up and look for clues. Rico, what do you think? You take the bar? I take the
Rico's
floor?
dancing, boss.
Rico's he's
Oh,
He
oh,
literally just said he's going to get leads.
oh. Hold on a sec. I am forgetting everybody's names. No, that's right. His name is Rico. What's your name? Your name is Arthur, and then your name is
Jimmy.
Help me out here. What's your name again?
Need name tags.
Jimmy
Captain,
Yeah,
I am
okay.
Arthur
His
Ace.
name,
He is
Okay.
Jimmy Dazzler.
Jim.
Jimmy Dazzler. Okay. Right. That's right. Jimmy Dazzler and Arthur. I was just testing you. How about Arthur? You go over to the bar and see what you can find there. Maybe poke around for some information. I guess if Rico's hitting the dance club, then I'll do some looking around the more mysterious parts of this place. And what do you say, Dazzler?
I can. I don't know. Maybe I guess I'll walk with you. I guess, unless you want me to go somewhere specifically. I mean, I could always try my hand
don't know.
at trying to. There's a back room over there, but I don't know what it would lead to, other than a back room.
Oh, there's got to be something here. Just split up and see what we can find. Sound good?
Yeah, no, that's good for me.
Arthur Ace has already moved off towards the bar.
Towards the bar.
Once again, underlining psychological evaluation for Captain Lockstead in his little notebook.
You make it to the bar and find a seat in between a couple of bar patrons. There's another Vulcan with equally extravagant ears as yourself, and a species you don't recognize just to your right. You're now facing the bar at the Cat Club. The bartender is a slight human woman. She turns around, bends an elbow and leans down and... Hello, cutie. What'll it be?
Oh, I'm teetotaling tonight, sister. Just a club soda, twist of lime, maybe.
Club soda, twist of lime coming up. She makes it for you and hands it. This one's on the house.
He'll wink and take it. Turn and survey the floor, as it were.
Yeah,
Take a
sure.
sip.
Yeah. You turn around on the spinning bar stool and you see just this massive interior ballroom. There are large hanging cages with dancing women in them. You see another room that's also a ballroom with also lots of people just on the other side of the other side of some steps. And you see a lot of security. A lot of Cation security. Probably 5 or 6 different, what would appear to be armed Cations in pinstripe black suits, just kind of surveying the patrons.
He'll glance back over his shoulder. Is the bartender still hovering around?
Yeah, she's still here. She's just cleaning glasses.
Hey, what's with all the mugs around, huh?
Oh, that's just bar security.
What, you got some gold bars upstairs? Who told you?
Yes. This is Marullo's joint.
Oh. Do I know who that is?
No.
Never heard of him.
Well, he's only the biggest crime boss in Folsom.
Well, glad to see that he's keeping things tidy then. Eric will just make a little mental note of that.
You don't seem like the type who's interested in dancing. I thought maybe you'd be a drinker, but you don't want to do that neither. You here for, Marullo?
No, just out for a night on the town, shaking the tree, seeing what falls out.
If you say so. She goes back to cleaning glasses. Captain, aka Detective Hunter Van Ketchum. Where are you?
I am currently scoping out the place, seeing if there's like any like I shouldn't be here like any secret passages, any suspicious corridors, stuff like
You
that.
see a staff entrance. It's guarded by a couple of beefy Cation guys. Suits.
Is there any like identification for staff, like any badges or?
No, but they're all wearing an
Pins.
identical pinstripe suit. And they all have an identical bulge on their chest where a gun would be.
I guess I'll just survey around for now. Just unless I can find one of the guards by themselves, and then I want to try that thing where I dress up as one of the staff members.
Disguise yourself as a Cation?
Maybe. Yeah,
Do you
can I
want
actually
to
that?
make me a roll fist? Can you make me a daring and I guess a daring and command roll? That's right? Daring and command with a complication of 3 and a task roll of 2.
All right.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Okay. As it so happens, tonight at the Cat Club is one of the many nights that the Cat Club is hosting a costume party. There are lots of patrons wearing costumes of varying degrees of quality that make them resemble Caitians. You can dress up like a cat with any of the disguises that any of the patrons have on. You didn't bring one, but almost everyone is wearing a cat costume here. Even the humans, especially the humans. Pretty much only the
And so
humans.
is there a way for me to acquire one myself, or are you saying that I'm gonna have to be clever about it?
You're probably gonna have to be clever about it. You can, you see Lieutenant Ram, aka Rico Bustamante, dancing with a woman who is wearing a cat costume.
Oh no. No, I won't do that. I want to see if I can't wait out by the. Oh god, I'm gonna see if I can't like wait out by like one of the storage closets. I'm gonna spill a drink, and then I'm gonna be like, oh no, somebody needs to clean that, and then hide in one of the storage closets where they keep all the cleaning supplies, and see if I can't do one of those like yoink them in, beat them up like knock them out real quick, and then like take their costume to be one of the staff members.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you find a supply closet really easily. What do you spill?
I'll have ordered a drink, a Meowmosa, then I'll
Sure, yeah.
I'll just like
sure.
carelessly
you
like
have
whoops.
Yep, you've got a Meowmosa and you spill it in the supply closet.
Well, I spill it, and then I'm like, oh, somebody needs to clean that, and then I'll hide in the supply closet and just wait
While
for somebody to
everyone's
open it.
turned looking at you.
Oh my god. All right, sure. Well, while you're hiding in a closet, Lieutenant Commander Belmont, aka Jimmy Dazzler, what are you up to?
Bartender.
Okay. This place is fairly big, right?
Yeah, it's narrow. It's big, but it's more narrow, so it extends
there
quite
any-
a far way.
Are there any cigarette girls with a little?
Yeah, there's lots of, and they're all human, and they're all wearing cat costumes.
All right, so I'll probably find the closest one that I can, and I'm gonna. I think Belmont is probably metaing a little bit because he has an idea of what everything is.
Yeah.
So he's just a little bit of a shit, and he's trying to find information.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Okay.
he's gonna go up to probably the first cigarette girl he finds. Like, how you doing, Toots?
Oh, I'm all right. You want a cigarette?
Oh, absolutely. Hold on, let me get you some money. I got a question for you. Who owns this joint, huh?
Are you kidding?
Well, just maybe I'm new in town. I don't know.
It's Marullo.
Hello. Oh, Moril. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm probably obviously writing that down. Murillo, huh? Oh,
You some sort of cop?
No. I'm a newspaper reporter doing a story about joints like this, and this happens to be a very popular one. So,
Oh.
helping out the patronage as it is.
Sure.
Hmm.
You a reporter then?
Yeah, I sure am.
You need a picture for your story? And she gives a little pose.
Oh, you know what? I'm an artist. You see, I could do the picture thing, but I do the other thing where I draw what I see, and do a little more authentic.
Okay.
So I got your face with the cat ears and everything. I'll just start doing that.
She's
It's
still
gonna
kind
take a while.
of posing and clearly sort of enraptured by the idea of being in a newspaper.
Yeah. Now, just so you know, this is just the first iteration. I'm gonna work on it and whatnot. But it's
She kind of regards the paper and kind of gives you a sort of quizzical look. And is this some kind of joke?
Oh, no, you have to understand it. Art is a process. It's layers. You do one thing and then you do another thing. This is what they call the outline.
Okay.
You see? Yeah. So.
Well, here's your cigarette.
There you go.
She
there's
hands
your
it to
money.
you, and takes the money and she turns and walks away. You notice that the strap that's holding the cigarette carton on the front of her, on the back of it, is the signage, the logo for the Cat Club, and you notice that it's exactly what Mrs. Harper Bates had described. It's a cat face.
Okay, all right. Same logo. And he's going to continue writing stuff down.
Sure. Yeah. Rico Bustamante, you're out in the crowd dancing with some random girl. You've actually swapped out girls several times. You danced with 3 or 4 women. Everyone wants a piece of Rico Bustamante. You get the impression that this character is some sort of Lothario, because every woman you meet is like, will drop anything to come hang out with you and learn more about Rico Bustamante. Currently, this woman who's dancing with you is another human woman dressed up like a cat, and she's kind of fawning over Rico Bustamante dancing with you.
This music is a real swinger, right? See?
You're so funny, Rico.
I was being funny?
Just a cat's pajamas.
Yes, I feel a little bit out of place, to tell you the truth, without a cat costume.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I feel like everyone here's got one, and I'm just me at the moment.
Well, you want to borrow mine?
I mean, if you plan not to use it, I could be a cat boy for a while.
Yeah, sure, here you go. She just hands it over to you. You don't have to make a roll. She just hands it to you.
Oh, well, meow, see?
Another woman sort of jostles her away and just says, "Hey!" Oh, hi, Rico.
Oh, hello?
It's a nice cat costume you got.
Oh, thank you. I just felt a little bit out of place. It seemed like it was kind of the theme here. Yeah, see?
Back in the closet, back inside the closet.
Just handing out cat costumes and the head's like, man, I'm so clever.
Back inside the closet, in the supply closet for the Cat Club. The sounds outside are sort of muffled. You can hear someone kind of sweeping and mopping outside the door. And you're here in the closet, the Cat Club. What would you like to do? It is rather
I try
dark.
to get the attention of the person sweeping or mopping. You're like, psst.
The woman in in the cigarette girl kind of garb kind of jumps a little bit. Oh, what are you doing in there? Get out of there! You drunk or something?
Oh wait. No. I was trying to find my my costume, but I couldn't find it. I thought I left it in here.
That's a supply closet.
So it is. I thought it was a coat closet.
All right,
It was
well,
so dark in here I couldn't tell.
hand me the asbestos, would you?
Yeah, of course. All we have is arsenic. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine. It'll do.
Well, you wouldn't happen to have any spare costumes around here, would you? I feel really left out, you know?
Okay. Well, maybe. What do you trade me for it?
He hands out a mahogany pen. Would you like this?
She takes it and regards it and kind of rubs it a little bit with her fingers and just kind of looks at it real close and just, is this real mahogany?
You bet it is. That's why I'm in crippling debt.
All right, whatever. She takes her clothes off. She takes her cat costume off and just hands it to you. It's a very feminine cat costume. It's it's white with like a bushy tail and kitty cat ears. There's like a accompanying like kind of chest thing that goes around like where your breast would be. And she just throws it at you and is like, okay, well, I got a bunch more in the bag, so have a good night.
Oh, you mean? Oh.
Bye.
Oh, well, that's embarrassing. Okay, goodbye.
She just
I'll
walks
slip
away.
into it.
Okay, sure.
It can't possibly fit, can it?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Arthur Ace, you've watched everyone do this. You've seen all of them do this. You've seen every single one of them do all of these things.
Has he seen Lockstead come out?
Yeah, you're watching Luxed come out of the closet in the what amount to kitty cat lingerie over his clothes.
Oh my god.
Yes. I'm so
The
happy.
bartender leans down over to you, Arthur Ace, and just is a friend of yours?
Set me up another one, Toots. It's gonna be a long night.
She
Do I catch eyes with him?
Yeah, you lock eyes with Herrick, with Arthur Ace.
I'll give him a wink and
To describe the exact emote, a cross somewhere between what a Vulcan could register as both annoyance, dismay, and disappointment all at the same time.
It's the Vulcan way. It's pretty good.
Oh god.
At that moment, a few goons begin to walk towards the entire party. Every single one of you is now accompanied by a large Cation bodyguard. Every single one of you, all of you, are now just arm in arm with a Cation bodyguard. And every single one of them looks at all of you and just says,
You're coming with me.
Just one
I
more
don't know
time.
what's going on. I'm just doing my job. I was just handing out cigarettes. I work here.
none of them are buying it, and the entire party is led through the service entrance, up some stairs. The sounds of the bar are now kind of fading in the distance, and you arrive at a door. It just says office on it. One of the Cation
I wonder
bodyguards.
what this place could be.
One of the
There's
bodyguards
no telling.
opens the door.
Sorry.
You just see a large Cation man sitting behind a desk. You can tell he's a little older. He's got some gray hairs. His whiskers are a little gray. And he looks up at you with some gunk in his eyes and what appears to be a makeup on him.
He's wearing makeup, the damn thing.
And the Cation bodyguards push you through into the office. And the man just regards them, the party, and says,
Please, have a seat.
there are no seats.
Okay.
Hunter will sit on the floor.
Rico will join.
I guess
Don't
Dazzler's
sit
gonna
on
sit down too.
Oh, jeez.
Come on, Ace. Get with the program.
You notice the Cation
Making it
bodyguards
awkward here.
are all standing around the room in like a big sort of circle. On the desk at the head Cation's desk, there's just a large open briefcase. There's nothing in it. It's just empty. Is Aces sitting?
Yeah.
Peer pressure.
So which one of you is supposed to be the reporter?
Well, that's me. Yeah, that's me.
You mind telling me what you're doing asking my girls questions?
Yeah, I'm getting a story situated for a big thing about this whole this club of yours. I'm doing a little bit of art. What do you think, huh? It's looking pretty good. It's taking me a little bit of time.
Oh, is that supposed to be Janet?
Oh, you know what? I didn't catch your name.
Yeah, that's Janet. Well, that's actually okay. Yeah, that's not bad.
Thank you.
The Cation just nods at one of the Cation bodyguards, and they walk over to Hunter and take a single claw and just like slice off the lingerie off your body in effortless motion. Your cat lingerie is in tatters on the floor.
You mind telling me what this is all about?
I don't know what you're on about. I was okay, you got me. You got me. It's me, Hunter Van Ketchum.
Van Ketchum.
God.
You're a lot shorter than I thought you'd be.
Oh, yeah? Well,
I don't know.
what? What'd you say? What?
No.
What? No, what?
I don't know.
Pistol whip you
No,
if
don't
you
believe
make this man mad.
So I'll use forces
Alright.
from the detective agency. Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh God.
What's it to you? See?
Oh God.
What's it to me? Well, I'll tell you what's it to me. 4 nights ago, a very valuable possession of mine was removed from the premises without my knowledge. I want it back.
Is that so? And what, pray tell, was removed from your premises? May I ask?
It was a package, and no, you may not.
Was that package about this big? Maybe large enough to fit a hat? Or maybe some shoes? Or a large assortment of mahogany pens?
That's the one.
Well, we may know of a package such as this. In fact, apparently, a little more than you.
Okay. I don't want to. I don't want to have my boys just beat it out of you. I don't want to have them do that, because then they're gonna clean up with all the arsenic, and I hate arsenic.
I do too. It kind of stinks. All right, fine. You want to know the truth? This was on our list of top leads. Apparently, such a box matching the description of what you've given us was found at the scene of a crime.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I'm Mr. Bates, I believe, if the name helps.
Look, I don't know who hired you, but I will double whatever they're paying you if you can bring that package back to me and tell me who stole my package.
Well, we believe it was this Mr. Bates who took the package, but you won't get much out of him because now he's dead.
Well, where's the package?
We don't know. It disappeared the night after he was murdered.
Okay. My boys have a lead. If someone was gonna steal something this important from the Cat Club and risk all that that entails, it's probably one of the boys down at Cha Cha Cha's. The Klingons.
Yes.
That's a rough joint.
All right, well, you find my package, and I'll pay you double whatever you're being paid for this, as long as you bring it to me and tell me.
Very
who
well. Well,
did it.
what's double of $5,000 again?
I said what I said.
Very well. Then we'll go and see if we can't find this package for you.
Marullo sort of leans back, hunches over the desk a little, and gives a long stretch and just says,
Okay, well, get to it.
You can count on us.
Somehow I doubt that.
We'll go ahead and scram now. Come on.
all of the Cation bodyguards are kind of looking at you. You can hear a low growl, Herrick, but only because your Vulcan hearing is so good. And you're all just led at what you assume to be gunpoint out the back door to the Cat Club. You're back on the street.
Whew.
Oh, that was a close one.
Yeah, that was.
Well, at least I got this nifty outfit out of it.
It's sort of ripped apart.
It didn't fit very well. I was trying to sneak in, but obviously that didn't work.
I quite like mine.
Yeah, you look good. You look great. I don't
Yeah.
think we need to change it all.
Importantly, Lieutenant Ram was allowed to keep the cat costume. None of the Cations thought it was not yours.
Yeah, see?
So, what do we know about this Cha-Chas?
Well, it's a Klingon joint, and we know those Klingons pretty well, so I'm not thinking they're gonna be as sweet as these people here.
Arthur Ace, you know that Cha Cha Cha's is located in the Hate District. It's a subway stop away, or a trolley ride, or a taxi ride to get there. It's kind of far.
Better beat it to the subway, boss, if we want to get there and find anything.
All right, let's go, lickety-split. We have no time to lose.
Sure. The party makes their way to the subway. Brand new, sparkling subway system. And a few stops later, you're at Cha Cha Cha's in the Hate District. There's some walking involved. The subway stop's pretty far, but you make it there. And you're here outside the Cha Cha Cha's. There's a large group of people waiting to get in. It's seems like a pretty nice place, at least. You notice the rest of the Haight-Ashbury businesses and stores are all sort of catering to Klingon merchants. You know, you see a lot of Klingon-type wares, antique stores, weapons stores.
Wow. Look at all these weapons. Did you look at that? They have mahogany nunchucks. Could use those.
You should go buy a pair while you're here.
Might as well. If I had any money, that is. Which I don't. I have no money.
Oh, you don't have? I think I do, and Belmont's gonna reach in and see if he's got a couple bucks to hand over to Van Ketchum.
Sure. Yeah. You have 50 cents on you, in various dimes and nickels.
Yeah, here
Gee,
you go.
that was
Go nuts.
that's real swell. That's real swell of you. Let me see if well, how much are those nunchucks anyways?
75 cents. You can see on a price tag.
Let's see. I've got how much on me?
50.
Well, what if I throw in this mahogany pen to sweeten the deal?
How many did you bring?
What year
I
is it?
spent a lot of money on these.
1945. You would, but the shop appears to be closed.
Well, oh well.
Now's probably not the time, boss. We got stuff to do.
$20 says Herrick was over at a panel shutting that place down.
As he puts away his tricorder into his coat.
All right. Let's just get inside the club then.
Well, gotta get in first. You think the other place was hard to get into? You just wait.
There's actually
Hey.
there's actually no one guarding the door here. You walk into the main doors and you're greeted to a hostess, who is a Klingon woman.
Maybe that
Hello,
was
welcome to Cha Cha Cha's. Would you like a table or do you prefer the bar?
Yikes. Think we'll just stick with the bar.
Very well, there is no wait. See yourself to the bar.
Thank you. We'll do just that.
The Klingon woman motions for the party to go to the bar and just sort of regards you, Jimmy Dazzler, and gives you like a look up and down and just gives you a wink.
You got a sneeze, Jimmy? You okay?
Oh, I'm fine.
The hell was that face?
You make it to the bar, and there are plenty of seats. The bartender is a human man, sort of older, and just sort of looks at you, Captain Lockstead, aka Hunter Van Ketchum, and he just says, Van Ketchum, do my eyes deceive me?
Nope, they don't. Unless your eyes are not working as well for some reason. Nope, it's me.
It's Sal from Powerhouse.
Ah, yes. You, Sal from Powerhouse. Good to see you again.
How you been?
Oh, you know, horribly in debt.
These your friends?
Oh, yes, these are my associates. Meet Dazzler, Rico, and Arthur.
Okay, yeah, sure. Well, it's not every day Hunter Van Ketchum comes into your bar. Drinks on the house. Sal gets a large flagon of what appears to be blood wine with human fruit in it.
Ah,
We make
well,
all
thank you
our own
kindly.
here. Yeah, of course, we make it ourselves.
What do you call this?
Blood wine with a twist.
I like it.
Do you folks
Say.
just here for R&R or something a little extra?
Well, actually, Sal, something's caught our interest. There's a reason why we're here.
Yeah?
Wouldn't be privy to any, say, packages. Packages large enough to contain a hat or some shoes. Maybe an assortment of mahogany pens.
Well, if you're looking for hats and shoes, there's lots of businesses up and down the street.
Well, no, what I mean is, you see, there's a package. It's gone missing. Very important one.
Okay.
And it's about this big. I'm trying to find out who done it. Who took it.
Logo. Yeah.
There's a cat logo on it as well. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm working. Sorry. Thank you.
Rico Bustamante, you've never been into a Klingon bar before, and you're sort of looking around and noticing a lot of weapons. There's lots of weapons. Not just any weapons, just pointy swords and curved blades and objects of incredible destruction just along every surface. And all the walls, behind the bar, hanging from the ceiling. There's so many weapons in here.
So,
There's a lot less cat costumes in this one. A bit of a different theme. See?
Very kind child just gave me some pizza. Manhattan pizza. Delicious.
That's a good one.
Where were we?
Well, if you're looking for packages, the only ones I've ever seen is the ones that Terry Carver carries around.
Who?
Lieutenant Commander Belmont, being familiar with the story, you know that Terry Carver is a known criminal mastermind, an up-and-coming dangerous mob boss of Klingon descent. The House Carver is a rather destructive Klingon force to be reckoned with in 1930s San Francisco, and you know that in the stories, Hunter Van Ketchum had put away Carver for 2 years in what you assume to be the events prior to this.
Okay. Van Ketchum. Van Ketchum.
Van Ketchum.
Hey,
Hey, what's going on?
Terry Carver, he's a criminal. He's kind of a big deal. You actually put him away for a little bit. You remember, right? You know, maybe a kind of,
How did I forget that?
well, you know, bonks on the head. The mahogany's kind of hard, and you hit your head on it every now and then. Anyway,
Who's the one who put away Carver?
whoops.
Oops, cat's out of the bag.
You're gonna want to beat it. He'll be here any minute.
Oh, God. Well, that's not going to do. We can't leave until we've...
There's a floor-to-ceiling window to your right, just adjacent to the bar. You can actually see out onto the street in a huge floor-to-ceiling window. And as you look out onto the Haight, you see walking down the street with a gang of Klingons. One particular Klingon who's leading the pack and has a large box. And in this box is some money. You can see him counting some American dollars in it, and kind of laughing and jostling his gang. Terry Carver's the new protection racket in the Haight.
Oh, God. I didn't know that.
The threat counter is reduced down to 2 as Terry Carver turns and looks directly into your eyes, Captain Lockstead. He sees you and freezes, and you can see in slow motion the incredible rage that falls over his face as he screams for his Klingon companions to get you. And that's where we'll take a break.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I'm in trouble.
Fine.
We'll be back in another few minutes, just after a word from these sponsors. Hang tight for the second half of Star Trek Adventures Loveless, right after this. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fable Scraps. The Star Trek Adventures Loveless is a show that happens every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, here at Fable Scraps on twitch.tv/FableScraps. You can find our going live notifications on Twitter at twitter.com/FableScraps. You can find our community at fablescraps.com/Discord. Consider the fact that Twitch viewers have the unique opportunity to affect the show in meaningful ways through the clever introduction of currency in exchange for threat and momentum points as we move our show forward to the log.
First Officer's Log, Stardate 44727.6. The captain has asked us to join him in a holodeck simulation of his favorite detective series. His behavior is at best concerning, and at worst, cause for legitimate concern. I can only wonder how much worse it will get.
Get him!
The Klingons descend upon you, the party. As you're seated at the bar, you notice there are several Klingons, 3 who are running towards you, pushing patrons out of the way. The bar is a mess, and they are nearly there. What do you do?
Looks
Where's
like we're
the-
not going to get out. Oop,
Where's the
go
thing of
ahead.
wine?
The flagon of wine is on the bar.
How big is it?
Pretty big.
Herrick's gonna throw it onto the, spill it on the floor in front of the Klingon.
Sure. As you do that, the Klingon war party slips and they fall on the wine.
Is there a chandelier at all?
There is actually a beautiful chandelier. Yeah.
I'm pulling out my little
gonna put a
Daring
plate of
shirt. I'm
donuts
gonna
under it.
aim, and I'm gonna fire.
Okay. Make me a roll. It'll
That's not gonna help, but sure.
make me a roll. It'll be a
It needs to happen.
I don't know. It'll be a daring and a daring and engineering roll with a complication of 3 and a task roll of 2.
When Dazzler does that, Ace will look over. Is that Becky's gun? Ow.
Oh my god, a full success. You okay. Yeah, you managed to hit the chandelier, and it comes crashing down on top of the Klingon war party as they're on the ground looking up at it. They're all unconscious, and Detective Hunter Van Ketchum, you look out the window to see a distraught looking Terry Carver, who is now running.
You're not getting away that easy.
Ace is gonna
After
take
him.
off immediately.
Sure, all right. Do the rest of you follow suit?
Absolutely.
Rico Bustamante, you're chatting up some woman at the bar, and you notice that there's a chandelier on the ground, and everyone's running.
2 women are pregnant.
Oh, gotta scatter.
Rico! The women scream as you leave the disheveled bar. You're all running down Haight-Ashbury, and you're making a beeline towards the large park in the area. There's some walking paths through some large hedgerows.
Herrick will reach out and slap the cigar out of the Lockstead's hand.
Come on, I was smoking that.
Not now,
Doctor-
idiot! And then just
As you're running through the park, it's the sun is going down. It's dusk, and it's beginning to get dark. Streetlights have come on, and you're following a trail of loose dollar bills. Every so often, you'll find another dollar bill, and you're now to the point where you can no longer see Terry Carver, but you can see the trail of dollar bills.
Eric purposely running as slow as humans would.
Well then,
Not out of breath at all. Oh, yeah.
I too am out of breath.
That was tough. Exchanges a look with Ram like,
Yes. Oh, so out of breath. See?
yes.
Yeah, yes. Oh.
Wow. They
That
really
is
got the
hard
slip on us.
human running.
okay.
Tough to do.
So I'm thinking these dollar bills here.
Thinking we might need to do a few more physicals
Yeah.
around here.
No. Just let me catch my breath.
Eric is writing that down in his notebook. Physical
Feel better.
aptitude tests.
Come on, it's not that bad, is it?
You see
You sound like you're dying.
You see the trail of dollar bills every so often, like breadcrumbs through the park. And as you round a corner of hedgerows, you see the massive structure, San Francisco's brand new botanical gardens. There is a large conservatory, greenhouse, and it is empty of any activity, save for an open door that leads into the dark.
Sorry, just if you'd had the great taste of a Lucky Strike, that running would be a breeze.
That would totally
Now get glow in the dark with radium cigarettes.
it's radium. They last longer and they give you the perk you need.
What is it, buddy? The glowing
Rico.
means it's good.
Rico, do you have that magnifying glass? We might need it for clues.
It's toasted. God.
Would Rico have it? Especially after the costume change.
Yeah,
as well.
Rico would
He's
have
still
a
got the
magnifying
costume on.
Yeah, Rico would have a magnifying glass just tucked in your
And
back
chlamydia,
pocket.
but that's on.
Oh, just so happened I do have my magnifying glass. See?
I do. I see it. I see it.
Let's put it to zippity zoppity use, shall we?
That
It's empty.
Rico.
A bit too much. Okay, I'll turn it down.
Oh no, I keep going. I think it's great.
It's not.
Ram would pass over the magnifying glass.
Good thinking, Rico. Herrick impatiently waiting for Captain Lockstead to do anything right now.
Captain
I've just
Lockstead
caught my breath.
Still wheezing, yeah.
All right.
Give me. Takes
No.
the other stogie
No.
and throws it.
Pulls out a mahogany cigar box. And just... All right. The trail stops here, huh? Well, let's investigate and see what we can find.
Sorry, I'm just still the captain's secret. It's toasted.
Well, the crew walks up to the darkened botanical gardens, and inside you find a beautiful interior. It is dark, but you can see plants of every shape, size, and shade of gray. You walk further through the botanical gardens, following a trail of cash, and you see a access panel that has been opened and reveals a stepladder, a ladder.
Well, it looks like we found out how he got such a speedy getaway.
I'll lead the way. Somebody strike up a light.
How?
I don't think I.
Do you not have a...
Ace will pull out his a Zippo and just
Sure. Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
All right.
I was gonna be like, okay.
Okay, now I'm ready to go down.
Oh God. So, the party manages to climb their way up this step ladder, this ladder up to all the way up to the very roof of the building. You look around and can see, once you're on the roof, that the floor is just glass panes that lead several stories down into the conservatory below. And the wind is sort of much more intense, on the roof. It's getting dark, and you're looking around.
If he has to step out onto the glass panes, he'll make sure to step on the support beams that run between them rather than directly on the glass itself.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. That makes sense. As you are walking carefully, exploring the top of the botanical gardens, you hear a shotgun blast. The rest of you turn and see one level above you on this roof, this glass roof, is none other than Terry Carver, Klingon, and angry.
Well. Hunter Van Ketchum.
Well. My adversary, we meet again.
I didn't think I'd have the opportunity so soon. To kill you, that is.
I don't think so. I ain't going nowhere.
I really resisted the urge to say Herrick pulls out his gun and shoots him.
Just...
What
Problem solved.
are you shooting at? Why are you shooting? Stop that.
I have a gun.
He shot his gun.
So don't try anything funny.
Well, you're right about not going anywhere.
What do you mean?
Because after I kill you, I'm finally getting away.
You're not.
You notice that a large rope has descended from the heavens and is now coiling at the bottom of Terry Carver's feet, and you look up to see a massive dirigible.
What the hell?
What?
You can hear the engines kind of in the distance. The rope is quite long.
Oh my God.
You see now it's a rope ladder. And Terry Carver is looking at the rest of the party with a look that says, "I've won," as he aims the shotgun at Rico Bustamante and fires.
Oh no.
Rico, make me a roll.
No.
It'll be a daring and security roll with a complication of 3 and a task roll of 2.
Give me a minute.
I think right before this happens, I'm probably leaning over. I'm like, I don't think they're allowed in the city limits since the Hindenburg happened. I don't think these things, like, I'm pretty sure they were restricted. I'm trying to remember the history.
Herrick will just like, Belmont, I'm reasonably sure that he will die before he gets to the Zeppelin with Crosswind.
No, yeah, that's absolutely correct. I mean, considering where that is.
Entirely impractical.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna look great, but
Looking over to see if Ram's been shot.
Yeah, it's daring and
Daring and security with a task roll of 2 and a complication of 3.
Are you out of bullets, Belmont?
I am. I can.
Oh, wow. Lieutenant Ram, you are physically all right, but the glass beneath you has shattered, and you are now falling through the ceiling. You've gripped for dear life onto the side of the support structure.
my kitty cat claws.
Yeah, with your kitty cat claws. The dirigible is slowly ascending, and the rope is getting smaller and smaller. The coil of rope is getting smaller and smaller, and you can see in the distance Terry Carver climbing up the rope.
I don't think so. Go help him. I'll go after Terry. And I'll jump
Got it,
for
boss.
I'll jump for the rope.
Terry Carver sees you doing this and gives you another at your feet. It'll be a daring and security roll, a complication of 3 and a task roll of 2.
All right. That was a. Oh, hold on. It's loading up.
Daring and security task roll of 2 and a complication of 3. As the threat meter goes down to 1.
I'm gonna hand my. Well, now wait a minute. Does Ace have a gun or no?
Yeah, Ace has a gun.
Ace has a gun.
Okay.
There's 3 bullets in it.
Ace, aim for his shotgun. Maybe you can knock it out of his hand after that shot.
Well, the captain's about to fall through the ceiling, isn't he?
Yeah, the captain is hanging on by 3 fingers.
Okay, so I guess shit.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Ram is
Ace
slowly
will-
scrambling up onto the roof.
Yeah, Ace will pull Lockstead up.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Lieutenant Ram, you're just about ready to swing your leg over. Lieutenant Commander Belmont, what are you doing?
Oh God, with all this going on, how far away is Terry right now?
He's climbing up the rope. He's pretty intent on getting away.
Too
The,
far for
uh,
you to throw a Darren.
The
Dream.
coil
Yeah, that's
of
what-
the
that's
coil of
exactly
rope
what-
is getting smaller and smaller.
I guess I'm gonna run to grab onto the rope. This
All
is
right,
gonna
sure.
suck.
Yeah, you do. You manage it. You make it all the way to the rope ladder, and you're on it now. But it's ascending, and there's not much left.
Oh God. What do I do? I definitely didn't think this through. So Belmont's holding on, and I guess he's literally screaming out, "What do I do?" for any direction.
You gotta stop him. You gotta. It's up to you.
Captain Lockstead, you've been helped up by Commander Herrick, and are now on your 2 feet. You've realized that you were grazed by the shot. Your left leg is now bleeding. It's not life-threatening, but it hurts a little.
I'm not gonna make it. But you gotta stop him for me.
Boss, just rub some Parliament brand tobacco on it, boss. You'll be fine.
It's toasted, you know.
Rico
Brings out the real flavors.
Rico Bustamante, you're all good to go. You know that you can get the rope in time if you want it.
Rico?
It's Rico.
Would-
Decide if it's worth
Would
it.
Rico want to? That's the question.
Rico's back to crushing puss.
The girls expect me back here soon.
Rico? Rico?
Rico would grab.
Yeah, all right. Rico runs past and grabs the rope.
Tie it
Hunter,
around something, Rico.
Around what? There's not too many options around here.
The building. The roof. Something.
I could tie it around me.
Do you weigh a zeppelin?
Close. Wait,
Do you weigh a zeppelin?
all right, I'll.
Herrick
Tie
gives
it to
Ram like a,
something.
you don't actually weigh something.
Yeah. No, I don't. I will
Nodding
find it
at
something
Captain
to...
Lockstead because it's his fantasy they're all living out right now.
No, I weigh nothing like a human feather. I will tie this down.
okay.
You see?
Sure. Yeah, you managed to tie it around a little support structure on the roof. Yeah, Jimmy Dazzler's halfway up the rope, and you can no longer see Terry Carver. Captain Lockstead and Commander Herrick, aka Detective Hunter Van Ketchum, and Arthur Ace. What are you two doing? Are you gonna climb the rope too?
Want me to take a shot at him, boss?
Let's do it, for old time's sake.
Gun a man down, climb into a zeppelin.
Let's get him.
I'm on the rope. But
They
all
both
right.
take out their customary pack of Lucky Strikes and light up before they draw their pistols.
Oh my god. All right. All of you managed to
Smooth
start.
flavor.
Really calms the nerves in a stressful situation such as this.
All of,
Recommended by leading doctor. I'm not done. Now I'm done.
I gotta wash it down with a delicious glass of home brand whiskey.
Oh, I thought it was Ovaltine. Ovaltine!
all of you managed
No
to
whiskey.
begin climbing the rope. Everyone is trying very hard not to fall. Captain Lockstead, you'll take 2 more points of stress from the bullet wound on your leg,
Ow.
and everyone is climbing the rope. You manage to look around you, Arthur Ace, at the city below. You can see distinctly the lights of 1945 San Francisco. The hate is down below you with the botanical gardens becoming smaller and smaller as you kind of ascend. Everyone makes it into the main cabin of the Zeppelin. Around you, you see no one.
I'm gonna suggest putting the guns away because you don't really want to fire it up here.
I'll cock back my gun.
Okay.
No, you Ace will look at the guy and just no. And also take a cigarette and whip it off.
My lucky strike.
All that great flavor. I hope some kid finds it.
They make them for kids now too.
Good God.
Helps
Lucky
with
Strike
teething.
Juniors.
Great for kids and women.
Especially if they're pregnant.
The door to the cockpit slides open to reveal Terry Carver. The dirigible lurches forward, and you feel a distinct sense of motion as the windows around you suggest that you're moving over the bay. Terry Carver has his shotgun aimed not at any of you, but at the ceiling.
Terry, what are you doing here?
I'm not going back to Alcatraz.
You're gonna blow us all up to smithereens if you do that.
That's right. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's
You
this
don't
you
get-
want, isn't it? It's this.
Holding
We
a
don't want
package.
this.
Holding a package.
Yes. That's what we came here for.
Why don't you go get it?
Terry
Don't.
tosses it out the window, and it falls silently down into what you can only imagine as the San Francisco Bay.
What do we do?
No.
Use fours is next.
I think I'm gonna jump. Gonna go after it.
Arthur Ace, you know for a fact that the San Francisco Bay is not only freezing cold, but it is filled with great white sharks.
Yeah. As the captain goes towards the window, Ace just grabs the back of his coat and just. Nope.
Okay, I guess not. Guess we'll just stay here then.
So where are we going?
We'll use four is gonna take some flying lessons. Who wants to go first?
You know, Belmont, it'd be a great time to throw your tiny, useless baby gun at him right now.
This bird doesn't know how to fly, and then I'm gonna whip it at him. Rip the derringer out his head.
Yeah, that's a daring, and that'll be a daring and security roll with a complication of 4 and a task roll of 2.
All right.
God in heaven, if you're here just this one time, please.
Would you like to use 2 momentum to re-roll that?
That's up to these guys.
Can you throw a
I mean, I still
matchbook
have
from the
one bullet
restaurant?
left.
I have 3, but we can't fire inside of a Zeppelin.
Yeah, it's a bad idea.
What was that?
He wanted you to see this drawing of a cat he'd done.
What did you think?
I did. I'm trying to
Did
get
you
your
throw a gun at
attention.
me?
He wanted you to see this, and I'll throw my gun at him.
Oh, Christ.
Captain, you need to make me a daring and security roll, a complication of 4 and a task
This
roll
has
of 2.
turned into like a Naked Gun movie all of a sudden.
Oh. That's a critical failure.
Oh,
You miss. You don't even hit him with the gun. You just throw it in the direction of
he
Terry
threw his
Carver.
gun out the window.
There was still a bullet in that.
Oh no!
Baby.
All right, Rico, you do yours now.
Does Rico have a gun?
I don't think Rico has a gun.
I don't think Rico has a gun either.
Just terrifying virility.
Just a cat costume. That's it.
I'm gonna hand the magnifying glass back to him. Your turn.
He wanted you to see this.
Oh
And
my
I'm gonna
God.
try to throw it.
Okay, sure. Give me a roll. It'll be a daring and security roll with a complication of 4 and a task roll of 5. Complication of 5 and a task roll of 2.
Jesus.
We tried. At least we can say we tried.
That's a critical failure. Ram, you take the magnifying glass and without really thinking, you just kind of react and throw it as hard as you can. But as hard as you can is much, much harder than anyone else can. And you throw the magnifying glass, and like a bullet, a wide disc bullet, it punctures and slices off entirely the head of Terry Carver. The cabin is
Holy
full
shit.
of blood. There's a writhing, dying Klingon on the floor, just gurgling.
Nice shot, Rico. You still got it.
That's some gratuitous violence right there.
If you hadn't smoked your Lucky Strikes, this would have never been possible.
Program that in. Does anybody know? Anyone know how to fly one of these things? Because I don't.
None of you know how to fly a Zeppelin. Not one of you knows how to fly one. No. Terry did.
Oh, God.
Who wants to give it a crack?
All right. Rico, why don't you give it a shot? Seems to be that you're pretty good at doing stuff around here.
Oh no, I have never flown a thing in my life. See?
I
Oh.
also didn't know you could decapitate a man with a magnifying glass, but you seem full of surprises. Why don't you give it a
learn
try?
things every day.
Catboy strength.
That must have been what it was.
Don't ever say that again.
All right.
Yeah, you managed to get over to the cockpit, and it looks nothing like the cockpits you're used to. There's no connection port for you to speak to the computer. There's nothing but a huge wheel, a mahogany wheel, and several large levers, and a radio.
Wait a second. I think I know what to do now.
Captain will then just caress the mahogany.
I was a little stressed out. Nothing like the feel of rich, warm mahogany to really get you back into a calm state of mind. We should probably call somebody on the radio, see? Tell them that we're in a lot of trouble. Then maybe we'll be able to connect to somebody who'll help us land this bird.
At that very moment, the radio crackles to life. Shit.
Unidentified dirigible. Unidentified dirigible. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Detective Hunter Van Ketchum?
The very same.
It's Mrs. Bates.
Oh, how do you do, Mrs. Bates?
I need your help.
What seems to be the problem?
Marullo's gone crazy. He took me hostage. I need your help. I'm gonna die.
Oh, don't worry. We'll be right there.
How? These things. Okay.
Yeah, you can just turn a Zeppelin.
You take a look out the cockpit, Captain Lockstead, and you can see a dirigible, another dirigible, heading directly towards you. And it
Touch dirigibles.
and it has along its cabin a big insignia of a black cat.
Oy vey.
It's pretty fancy.
What?
Oh, boy.
Okay. We can figure this out. What are we gonna do?
You have a gun.
Well, I
There's
mean,
still a woman over on that one. You can't just shoot it.
Oh.
a lot of these.
And you threw yours.
A lot of these dirigibles, they have access panels on the top that will flow through to the structure underneath. So we could probably get there to the pilot house, wherever she is, if we fly our dirigible over that one and hop off onto the top. But
Yeah,
it's
how quick does
risky.
that happen?
Well,
If
An
you
hour ago?
if you do it now, it could work. Lieutenant Commander Belmont, your very basic knowledge of aeronautics dictates that it could work, but you'd have to do it now.
okay, I'm gonna push the captain out of the way. I got this. And I'm gonna grab the wheel.
Okay.
Look for whatever lever looks like up to get a little bit higher.
Yes.
Pull back on it and
Okay.
start to.
The dirigible up lever.
All right, you go ahead and make me a roll. It'll be a daring and con roll, a daring and engineering roll, I think, with a complication of 2 and a task roll of 2.
Alrighty.
Wow, all right.
Hey.
Sure, yeah, you find the
Hey.
lever with ease, and you can all feel a very distinct sense of motion that you're really not accustomed to because of the gravity plating on the Lovelace as you lurch upwards.
All right. Here we go, boys. We're gonna need to get ready. Get that ladder ready because we're gonna. As soon as I sort of get over this thing, since we're going at it and it's coming at us, we got a small window to get on top of this thing. So we need to be ready.
Rico Bustamante, you're already there. You're in the main cabin, kind of avoiding all of the bloodshed and guts and like Klingon debris all over the main cabin, like the all of the horrible blood everywhere that the obliterated Klingon left behind. You've avoided it all, and you're at the main cabin with the rope ladder, and the air is rushing by you. And you can see the other dirigible below you.
Oh boy.
Should I drop?
Just wait. Wait for it. Wait for it. Now!
Everybody uses the rope ladder or jumps? Who jumps and who uses the rope ladder? I'll say the distance is about 4 stories.
Oh, forget that.
Yeah.
Never mind.
All right.
Eric once again grabs Lockstead's coat and then pulls him.
At this speed, if we hurry right now, we might get to it. We'll get to the other one before we pass it, so we gotta go now.
Yeah. Everyone starts climbing down the rope ladder and climbing as hard and as fast as you can. Eventually, you do make it, but the tail section is coming up very, very fast. Who's in last place on this rope ladder?
I would be, because I was probably on the wheel as they
Sure.
were going.
So, Jimmy Dazzler, aka Lieutenant Commander Belmont, you must make me a daring and oh my god, daring and engineering roll, I guess.
What's a blimp-based aptitude?
Daring and security roll with a complication of 2 and a task roll of 2 to avoid the blimp's tail section in the wind.
Oh!
Ooh.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Do you want to
Death
use
of Jimmy
momentum to re-roll that?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that'll be
So
2 momentum. The momentum now stands at 1.
a little rewind and
Partial success. You do manage to get on top of the blimp, but you are struck pretty hard by it and suffer 3 points of stress, and your arm is quite pained.
You gonna make it?
well, I think so. But ouch.
And it didn't look like it hurt. All right. We don't have much time. We need to get down there and rescue Mrs. Bates.
I might have a hard time going down the next ladder, but okay.
Don't worry. I'll help you down.
Okay.
The crew make their way along the outside edge of the dirigible. There's a built-in ladder system around the skin of this craft, and you manage barely to descend around the side of the dirigible. You make it into the main cabin, where you see Mrs. Bates, a large suitcase full of money and coins and jewels. And Mrs. Bates is standing over it rather fine.
Ooh. What? What's the meaning of this?
Oh, don't be so... You, Hunter Van Ketchum. Surely someone like you can deduce what's happened?
We've been duped.
That's right. She whistles, and from behind you a door opens, and you can see the massive form of Marullo There's music playing in the cabin.
Rico, get your magnifying glass ready.
It's covered in blood.
You might be a little bit blood covered.
Fancy seeing all of you here.
What's the meaning of this? What's going on?
We got an invite.
It was never about the package.
You notice Marullo kind of holding a Tommy gun to the party as he circles around the room, very gracefully for his age, and to get closer to Mrs. Bates.
My boys just needed Carver out of the way. We ransacked the HQ for the Klingons and we're taking the territory for our own. I gotta lay low for a little while, so we're all gonna go to Argentina.
Oh my god. They did your dirty work.
That's right.
Well, now what?
Well, you don't get to where I am without breaking a few eggs. You certainly don't make it as long as I have by leaving witnesses. So, I'm afraid every single one of you is gonna end up walking the plank.
It's at that moment. I pulled a mahogany pen from my suit pocket and exclaim, "No, I don't think I'll be walking the plank. Not today, I won't." I can't think of anything to say clever about me throwing a pen at somebody.
Just throw the pen.
Pen's mightier than the sword.
They
That's a
say
good one.
the sword is mightier than the pen, but
Not
no,
you.
the pen is
No.
mightier than the
No,
gun. Yes, that one. Ah!
That'll be that's a roll. That'll be daring and a security roll with a complication of 4 and a task roll of 2. Oh no.
How distracted is
no.
is the Kaysen by that?
The pen leaves Detective Hunter Van Ketchum's hand with such deftness and fortitude, and surely from years of playing darts in the clubs, and strikes the Caitian's eyeball squarely in the eye. There's Caitian blood splurting all over the cabin.
Ow, my eye! What?
Quickly! And as he's stumbling and fumbling, I'll go for his gun.
Herrick will rush the Kaysen with him.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever.
Okay. The Caitian's bleeding out of his eye.
I'm going for Bates to try and wrangle her.
There's a
so she
lot
doesn't
of-
get involved.
There's a lot of blood and a lot of hissing and a lot of clawing. You, Captain Longston and Commander Herrick, you both take 3 points of stress
Ooh.
by getting anywhere near Marullo. And you manage to subdue Marullo.
Oh,
Onto
boy.
the, I tried.
Yeah, you did.
onto the ground. But as you do, and as you're wrestling the gun away from him, you hear a Marullo goes slack, and the woman, Mrs. Bates, shrieks, and you can see the look on her face is like pale white, and she's shaking, and she is falling. She now falls, and she's near you, Captain Lockstead, if you want to grab her before she does.
I'll catch her in my arms and do that dramatic, like her head's back. This is her final moments, sort of cliche thing. Says Bates, was it worth it?
I just wanted to go to Argentina.
You just wanted to go to
Wanted
Argentina?
to see it one time.
Because it's gone. I don't know.
The travel agencies. You murdered your husband over this?
It's actually
Just close her eyes.
She's not dead. He's just closing
She opens them again.
Captain, the wound appears to be superficial.
What are you doing?
Sorry, there was something on your eye. Oh.
Hunter, she's not dying.
Oh, I thought she got shot.
If I'm gonna die here, then can I at least have one more kiss before I go?
Wait, you're not dying. Hold on. I'm not going to kill you.
She leans in and kisses you square on the lips. It's long and passionate and way too long for everyone else's sake. Nobody likes this.
We're all just standing around watching.
She
I
faints.
need a lucky strike after this.
She goes slack and faints and just lying on the
Eric's
floor.
already smoking one.
Wait, we shouldn't smoke on here.
I think
No, he
we
was good. He
shouldn't.
had a gun out. This one's fine.
You
I think Dazzler looks out, sees how dark it is, and goes, "Shit, I got a date with Becky." And runs to the front.
Looks like she got a little case of piano hysteria there, boss. You know women can't be near instruments other than fiddles.
Oh, God.
Rico Bustamante, as you're looking around and kind of idly wiping off flecks of blood from your face, you notice the large box full of stolen Klingon money and all the jewels and loot that had been looted from Carver's estate, his HQ. There's easily $500,000 worth of stuff in there.
You know, they say Argentina's mighty nice this time of year.
They also say that a lot of the Nazis. You know what? It doesn't matter. Let's.
Wait,
let's
I'm
head that
sorry.
way.
Wait, what? Why should we? Oh, yeah, no, we shouldn't go there. Never mind.
Wait, it actually depends on what year it is.
Yeah, Argentina's nice, but not when you're being pursued for taking something that's not yours. And
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
we're
like-
gonna have to turn this back in.
Well, I guess there's a moral to this story. It's, there's a moral.
what?
It's about 10 o'clock. You have plenty of time to turn this ship around and make it back to Dorian Folsom, where the office of Detective Hunter Van Ketchum is due to pay its rent by midnight.
So take us home there, boss.
All right. You steer this bird. I haven't a clue how it works.
I'll do my best.
I'd hate to see a disappointed Becky. You better step on it.
I'd never disappoint her.
And just
Where's
for
her
good
gun?
luck.
Uh-oh.
Oh, crackers.
Jiminy Crickets. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about that.
Lieutenant Commander Belmont, aka Jimmy Dazzler, you managed to gracefully turn the dirigible all the way around just in time to see a huge fiery explosion of the last dirigible as it crashes into the redwood forest. Yeah, it's still exploding. It's gonna start a huge wildfire over in the redwoods.
How'd that happen?
Whoops.
Good thing there's so many condors.
You know
We
what
can
that
spare
puts
to
me in the
lose a
mood
few.
for? That puts me in the mood for a Lucky Strike.
Smell that nice pine.
If it was a mahogany forest, I might have been concerned.
Menthol.
As the crew rides away in the Cat Club dirigible with all of the stolen loot towards their future, only one last remark can be heard from any of them, and it is, gentlemen,
What's the redwood secret?
It's toasted.
Apologize for
This is the dumbest
Yeah, see?
Hey, now you're getting it.
misty
Oh man.
Coming home.
Can you believe Dazzler got his pelvis broken?
oh my god, what an episode. That was amazing. That was amazing. I've been wanting to do a noir episode in the holodeck forever, and we finally got to do one, and everyone was so good.
The fun story. I mean, all the little story beats and hit. Oh man.
I'm glad you guys liked it. Everybody was so good at it.
Oh man, that was great.
I never expected so many of the reactions. I didn't ever think that Hunter Van Ketchum would be caught dead hiding in a closet. Walking out.
Dressed like a woman.
Oh man.
Yes, it's a disguise.
How many, out of character, Lieutenant Ram, Anavan, I'll let you just kind of decide, like, how many women Rico Bustamante, kissed.
That's a word for it.
How many women kissed your character this episode?
I'd say 5 plus 2 cat boys.
Okay, yeah, 5 plus 2 cowboys. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Pretty good.
I like to imagine that it's because it's programmed and Ram has no it just keeps coming at him.
So, when I was writing the episode, all of the locations in the episode are real places in San Francisco now. They're all real places. Folsom and Dory is famous for hosting a huge festival. A couple times a year. There's a bar right near it called the Cat Club, and they actually do have costume nights. You can go and dress up in costumes, and they waive the door fee sometimes if you're in costume. There actually are big cages where women can get up and dance in them, or anybody can just get up and dance in the cages. That's a lot of ladies at the bar. There's the Cha-Cha-Chas is a real place in the Haight. They make their own sangria. They're delicious. If you're ever in San Francisco and you're in Haight-Ashbury, go check out Cha-Cha-Chas. Sangria is to die for. The botanical gardens really aren't far from there. It's right next to the park. I tried to make it as accurate as I could.
I think it's great.
Awesome.
Those details are super important. It's that adds so much to it, especially when there's like a real world reference. Like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, thank you, cast, crew of the Loveless, and thank you, all of our viewers, listeners, subscribers, givers, big givers, donation givers, fans. It means the world to us that you support the show, and we're gonna go around and give everybody a little shout out. Fist of the Walrus, aka Captain Lockstead, aka Detective Hunter Van Ketchum. Where can people find your content?
Hey, how's it going? First, I'd like to say this was a really fun episode to do. I enjoyed the heck out of it. You can catch me over at Twitch and Twitter at Fist of the Walrus. And yeah, it was a really great time.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah, the voice you just pulled out for Hunter Van Ketchum was so good. Everything is mahogany. Oh my god, that was so good.
Thank you.
Commander Herrick, Lock the Raven, aka Arthur Ace.
Yeah.
Were you surprised that I wanted you to do the Arthur Ace voice?
No.
I'm glad
Not
that
at
you
all.
I'm glad that you did.
I know.
Locke
It's
and
all
I
for you, Nicotine.
Locke and I played private detectives in a Grand Theft Auto roleplay thing, and that was his character, was Arthur Ace, and he was so good at the voice, and I wanted it so bad.
It's all for you.
Where can people find your content?
On Twitch and Twitter at Lock the Ravens, spelled like it sounds.
Awesome. Thank you, Locke. Next up is Lieutenant Commander Belmont, aka Aaron Black, aka Jimmy Dazzler.
Hi.
Johnny two times.
Yeah, my name's Aaron. I'm a writer, and you can find me and a budding furry artist, apparently. So
I was shocked. I was actually shocked that you drew that little sketch so fast. For those of you who are watching the VOD and not listening to it, Aaron held up an actual a pretty good little sketch of a furry cat girl character that you just did like that.
yeah, well, to be fair, I saw it online because I knew what I was looking for because I can't draw like that. So
Yeah,
it
online.
was I was looking up and I was drawing it. So I don't want to take all the credit because someone else drew that. But
From my deviant.
For
I
someone's
was able to do
DeviantArt.
yeah, it probably was. I don't know. This was a Google search, but I did it as
Ollie's.
fast as I could.
From Ollie's DeviantArt.
I did as fast as I could eyeballing it, so it came out pretty good. This episode was a blast. I should have made a comment about Hoover with the captain being in the closet, and I fucking it was right there, and I didn't. That's okay.
That's
I
awesome.
didn't know you were in charge of the FBI.
Had
Thank
an
you.
absolute blast.
Thank
oh my
you
god.
so much, Aaron. Where can people find your content?
Oh, you can find me over on Twitter at Aaron B Writes.
Awesome. Thank you, Aaron. Next up is Lieutenant Ram Enovan, aka Rico Bustamante.
The best cat boy in town.
Where can people find your content, Enovan?
You can find my content at twitch.tv/Enovan. That's ENEVUN.
I love giving you the opportunity to play a Catboy. I will 100% if the situation calls for it, I will give you every opportunity to play a Catboy.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That was wonderful. Everyone's so great. Y'all are wonderful. Thank you so much. My name is Nicotine. I'm one of the people here behind Fable Scraps. I DM our Tuesday show, Star Trek Adventures Loveless. You can find my content on twitch.tv/Nicotine. That's NIKATINE. Little shout out here for our subscribers today. That's Voice Quills for the very first sub. Thank you so much. We'll be back next week on Tuesdays at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern here at twitch.tv/FableScraps. You can get our going live notifications on Twitter. You can get our Discord server at fablescraps.com/Discord. And you can find us, our finer VODs here on Twitch and on YouTube. See our podcasts on Spotify and Stitcher. And we'll see you all next week. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Farewell.